Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Good morning, CSF Nation. Hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. Hope you all are having a good start to your new week, of course, with this being the last 2 days of March and with Tuesday being April and the start of April Fools, of course. I expect plenty of pranks on Makini on Tuesday. I might come up with one myself. Well, at least one that will not get me fired. Anyway, before we get into this week's 7-day forecast, I do want to send a little congratulations to our sponsor, Tuck and Roll Airlines, for reaching 1 million frequent flyer miles, which is a major milestone for any airline. And they have sponsored this show and given so much support to Makini Live and Makini in the Morning over the years. And congratulations to Tuck and Roll Airlines. But let's hope that this week's 7-day forecast does not impede on their little celebration. So, good morning, CSF Nation. I am Maisa Telly, producer and weather girl for Makini in the Morning. And here is the 7-day forecast sponsored by Tuck and Roll Airlines. And we have a lot to go over this week. Let's get right into it, shall we? To start, remember those high pressure clouds from last week? Well, they will be returning. However, Sunday and Monday will determine how much of the isolated thunderstorms, no, not sky showers, but isolated thunderstorms, will make its way into the CSF Nation this week. Sky images show a swirling hurricane of conjected energy going further in from the Pacific Ocean and breaching into the edge of the Gulf. We'll be experiencing projected showers going into Tuesday into the middle of the week. Now, we did experience some spotty showers over the weekend further north of Pacific City, but starting at 1:30 to around 2 a.m. Monday morning, those showers will organize themselves and touch down into the CSF Nation, with Pacific City being the first city to be hit. Expect by 3 a.m., the first line of showers will come rolling throughout the remaining areas of the CSF Nation, but most of us will be sleeping through it, however. Once Monday rolls around, expect isolated showers throughout the day. There will be breaks of clear skies in early afternoon, but the second and even larger line of showers will hit the CSF Nation by the evening going into Tuesday and Wednesday, where we'll have a larger load of showers heading into Adolphs Bay, Arwenian Vista, and Valhallaberg. This is where we'll see the isolated thunderstorms appearing throughout Arwenian Vista and Valhallaberg specifically. And once that storm rolls through, expect partly to mostly cloudy skies from Thursday all the way into the weekend. You are looking at about a half-inch of rain on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But what you'll also be expecting is another cold front. Lows, especially in the evenings, will be in the upper 40s to lower 50s spread throughout this week. The benefit is that it will clear up, start to clear up by Saturday, and we will be experiencing warmer temperatures into the low and mid 70s and highs by next week. And that concludes this week's 7-day forecast sponsored by Tuck and Roll Airlines, which, as I said again, is celebrating its first million frequent flyer mile milestone. Congratulations to everyone working at Tuck and Roll Airlines. Remember, you cannot score without a little tuck and roll. Here's to 2 million, if not even more. I am Marisa Telly, producer and weather girl from Makini in the Morning, and I wish all of you a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there as always. Until next time, now it's time for Makini in the Morning. Have a wonderful show. I'll definitely be tuning in. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all next time. Ciao!
Good morning, CSF Nation. I am Makini 90, artist, streaming, and illustrator. Welcome you to another week of new drawing streams here on Makini in the Morning. Thank you for starting your Monday morning with us. Now, before we get started, there is plenty I got to kind of plenty I need to explain for last week. If you have not, if you're a channel member, the batches are sent out. In fact, what I'd like to do is see Eli in the chat. I just want to just get confirmation from all my channel members that they received their batches yesterday. So it's finally out. The second thing is I just wanted to do a game. We just did a gaming stream on Saturday night that went pretty well. You guys had a lot of fun. I got to have a lot of fun with that to make up for last week. The Gairu drawing that I was working on last week, I had to start over on the flats again because of Clip Studio, and partially because on my fault because I exited out of Clip Studio by accident, caused it to crash out, and I'm back to square one again. So I just decided to scrap it. Terribly sorry about that. What I'll probably do is I'll just probably put the unfinished piece into as the grayscale. I'll just put the unfinished grayscale in this month's batch. This week I'm just kind of starting over, basically, kind of like just wiping away last week and trying to start fresh this week. So what I thought we could do today is not going to start on the illustration. We're not going to start on any like illustration or anything. We're just going to sketch. We're just going to sketch today. Cover some of the topics we didn't get to cover yesterday on Makini Live. The show yesterday, I gave everybody a break. We'll be back next week, next Sunday, guaranteed. But let's just start your morning off by just sketching. That's it. Just sketching today. Who knows? We might throw some great tones with some of these sketches. We might do some color stuff. Otherwise, it's just straight sketching for 25 minutes at a time, and then we'll talk about some of the topics today as well. So I'm gonna try to definitely get into it. We got 7 people. Surprisingly, we got 7 people already lined up, ready and waiting. Well, you outside, you guys have been. Thank you for being patient with me. The only thing I can ask is just thanks for being patient with me on this. So if you guys can, and if you guys choose to, smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button, make it jiggle. Thank you guys once again. Let's go ahead and say hi to everyone before we venture into the world of sketching. No kind of motivation or anything like that. It's just let's just sketch. I got this large canvas here. Well, maybe we'll do some poses. Maybe we can do just a little sketch dump. And hey, who knows? One of these, who knows if there's one sketch that you guys may like, you guys want to see maybe turn into an illustration, let me know during this 25-minute session that we're going to be doing throughout today's show. So anyway, first up, Power is front and center. Good morning, Power. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Eli. And the first bit of news that he wants to drop on us is Warner Brothers tearing down the Looney Tunes at the iconic Looney Tunes studio. I did see this on Clownfish TV yesterday, and I am probably as livid as anybody else hearing about this news because of how iconic Looney Tunes is, how iconic the studio is, how at this point, Zaslav probably does need to be fired. Well, granted, the entire to be honest, Warner Bros. Probably needs to shut down at this point because not announcing a sequel to not announcing canceling the DLC plans for HoloWorks Legacy. They're, you know, the only thing that's actually made them money. Shutting down studios, left and right, shutting down game projects, making stupid decisions. I'm just at the point where I'm just like, either Zaslav's got to go, or there needs to be some serious like complete just clean house from top to bottom. Because Warner Bros. Cannot get this shit right. I'm sorry for cursing her this early this morning, but Warner Bros. Cannot get this shit right, and I feel like this is done intentional. And y'all gotta go. Y'all have to go. And the fact that you don't give an F about your own history, the fact that you don't give a damn about Looney Tunes in general, and you want to pull this slot, it's like, taking away Mickey Mouse from Disney. It's disgusting, man. I'm sorry. My behavior. Speaking of kicking people to the curve, Amazon kicking the head of kicking the boss of Amazon Studios to the curve over Rings of Power being a failure for 2 seasons. I mean, did anybody not see this coming? You're gonna tarnish Tolkien's legacy with that? Of course, heads are gonna roll. So I mean, it's not surprising. And speaking of going back to Warner Bros. DC, yeah, that fart comic is out. Whoever thought that was a good idea to greenlit that probably deserves to be fired too. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got some more stuff. We're gonna cover the Genshin VA drama from Hero today, and during one of our 15-minute breaks. Okay, so we're gonna cover that. We'll cover, Tencent buying Ubisoft and how that is not going to spell well because there are already leaks. There are already email leaks and such like that over Ubisoft, and looks like heads are going to roll there too. Not only that, Mist got layoff. The developers of Mist suffered some more layoffs, so we have more layoffs on top of that. And then we get some Smash Bros. News. Yes, I did see this on Event Hubs that legendary Smash player, popular Smash player, Izumi, died at the age of 30. This is mental health. So thoughts, prayers to his family. And it seems to be that there is so much more. It seems to be that it seems to be there's some drama within the FGC over that crap too now. As I'm reading this much more from what Power is dropping right now. I saw bits and pieces on Event Hubs last week talking about it. And thoughts and prayers go to Haxes for his thoughts and prayers go to his family. And sad to see somebody that young too, younger than me. And just the situation he had to deal with, after being banned for this long too. Anyway, yeah. John Smith, good morning. Eli, good morning. Sean, good morning to you. Penny, good morning. Music is going on in the background. John Smith, good morning to you. Ren, good morning to you. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Just poking at random ideas, and let's see what we can sketch today. I'm gonna be on the second screen. I'm probably gonna be having. I got Pinterest up. I got um Gilbora up. It's a couple artists, a couple images up, references. Today's just generating ideas, and it is absolutely. And then we're gonna set the. Of course, I'm gonna set my clock to 25 minutes here. Focus. There we go. There we go. In fact, what we're going to do something a little different this time. I'm going to have the Pomodoro clock right in front of you guys. So that way we can keep focus on what needs to be done. And Sean said, we're just going to sketch. Cleanest work you'll see incoming. I don't think so, but maybe I don't know. I don't know, but I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? It's been I don't know if it's an art block or it's just been discouragement, and I think it's more likely of the latter. So let me go sit up my image brush here, sit here, allow, perfect, perfect. It's ready. Let's let's sketch. Let's sketch. And let's send this here. Let's set my soft brush here just for hardness here. So, so we'll start from the top left corner and just get some ideas going. So here, here. Last time we checked with AC Shadows. Last time we checked with AC Shadows, we got the player count has not risen above the 64 285 that he got on Steam, and it seemed to be that there was the more talk about the controversy and the drama surrounding it more than the game itself. Because we all saw that from. Because we all saw that was much more interesting than the game itself, and this coming from a mile away. Um, I don't know. I do want to ask Sean if he is interested in what was the game? Berserker Kazan, which that actually came out this week to pretty damn good reviews as well. AI Limit is also out. Another Souls like came out. Definitely has a strong fanfare. Um, although I wouldn't put too much of my trust in IGN after giving it a 5 out of 10, and they are getting ripped to shreds over the coals. They're getting ripped over the coals for it too, which is I find very, very interesting. Let's see it's trying to be used to. Here, and Emerald, good morning to you, Emerald. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Saturday night for about 5 straight hours. We were doing basically a gaming jamboree on Friday. That was on Saturday. That was a lot of fun. We'll definitely need to do that more sometimes. I noticed we did hit an uptick in subs on Saturday too. So big thanks to everybody who subscribed. I assumed a really good chunk of you guys was coming from Snowdub's 10K celebration, which major shout out to Snowdub for that incredible milestone. Major shout out for that incredible milestone. Here's to another 10,000. Also, shout out to Ords for his channel React Attack scorching the 10,000 mark. Really amazing stuff to see. So we had fun. We had fun. We did a peak gaming stream with with Zenless first, which we'll definitely cover the Hoyoverse drama during the 15-minute break. Zenless first, then Zenless first, then Stellar Blade, which was a really good kind of return coming back to Stellar Blade Saturday night. That was something I haven't touched in a while. And then finishing off the night with some Phantom Liberty. Had some a lot of fun. I was geeking out a lot over the photo mode for the latter two games. I was geeking out over the photo mode for the latter two games. For the latter games on Saturday night. You definitely, if you guys have not checked that out, please definitely do so because now now I'm now I'm finding essential photo mode mods now that really enhance it, that allows me to do more professional looking photography in cyberpunk. It is crazy. So I'll have to show some of that off. Actually, we'll have to show some of that off during the 5 minute break. Well, during our 5 minute break, I'll have to show some of that off. You know, 'cause I'm just kind of I'm not really as like sketchy as I am here. I just want to get to a habit of like cleaning up. Sketch just cleaning up my work as we go along here. Since I'm sitting right now. Just in my schedule, but I'm all sitting down. And the thing I want to ask of you guys is if there is a sketch that you guys like, or if you guys want to see me convert into, throw some color on this, throw some grayscale on it, let me know because I can turn it into an illustration here. It's coming together. And you have to have trust that you can generate curves here. And it was fun talking with I'm talking a lot with Emerald too because we were geeking out over a lot of stuff on Saturday night. That was definitely a fun stream. I am back on OBS again, and that was much easier. And I think moving forward, OBS is going to be what I use from now on for as far as gaming goes because trying to do this on StreamYard is not feasible. Speaking of which, some good news. I do get some good news from Play Asia. The order for Dead or Alive, Dead or Alive, Venus Vacation Prism. My copy is already being shipped, so I can't wait after a while. So I should have it. I should have it here later this week. Later this week, once we have it, we will do. We'll turn Makini live into a gaming stream, into a peak gaming stream on Sunday. Or if not, what we can do is that if it arrives before Saturday night, then we can maybe just do it on Saturday night. Do another peak gaming stream on Saturday night. It does come with wet wipes. Oh my god. Oh, oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Like I said, I'm doing some. We're just kind of random sketching here. and we'll see if our sketches meets Sean's clean seal of approval. Meets the clean seal of approval from Sean. Because in fairness, Sean, you're not actually wrong though. You're not entirely wrong. It's like proceed. I'll sketch something and then I'll create like, and then I end up creating like very clean art, very clean line art, despite me trying to be like very loose about it. Despite me being very loose about it. Oh, let me turn this off. Turn this off. I'm just gonna use this penguin soft brush for. And speaking of which, Emerald, if you're wondering, yes, I did play a bit more. Yes, I took a so many more photos too. I took so many more photos too. I did take a lot more photos. So I said this tendency is because I always wanted to sketch much faster. I end up sketching much more slower as a result. I want to do much more stuff quicker. See if we can see if I can finish this, uh, finish the sketch by 10, the sketch in like the next 5 minutes, let's say, which that would require me to uh, really be confident in my line art. So, or confidence in my strokes, confident in my stroke, basically. And for those who are for those, and if you're asking, I've just kind of drawn something from the AI art folder on Pinterest. I was just like, just start from there. Just do a quick one. I know AI was a very heavy topic we covered last week too, or 2 weeks ago. That was a very very heavy topic, and it still is and it's a good crutch of the whole. Like let me just put it this way: in terms of the Hoyoverse situation, in terms of the English Hoyoverse VA situation, which we're going to cover a video from Hero Hey on that one, I have zero sympathy for Hoyoverse at this point for the VAs now, because of course you guys know, of course for those who didn't know, Hoyoverse is of course VAs for Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and even Zenless. Many of them are part of the union, the SAG-AFTRA. Part of the SAG-AFTRA union. They've been fighting this whole thing for protection from AI. And what happened was that a Genshin VA in Japan, who was not a part of the union, took an opportunity to do voiceover work, and this set off specifically, and I need to be specific when I say this, the English VAs. It's the English VAs. Power, thank you, Power, for bringing that. Thank you, Power, for letting me. Thank you, Power, for quoting me. The English VAs. It was the English VAs that were having this meltdown on Twitter, on Reddit, on Blue Sky, and trying to, demonize and lament the VA for taking up a job, and he's not. Although the fact that he's not even a part of the SAG-AFTRA, union for that, and the English VAs are all getting ripped over they're getting destroyed. Like the Genshin, the Genshin VA, the Genshin fan base, the fandom are not having any of it. And this has been going on for a past couple of weeks at this point. For the past couple of days, past week and a half at this point, almost 2 weeks now. We've been hearing of this drama. Claiming this freaking issue. Everybody's getting ripped over the coal mines from Little Karibo to you name it. Because they're not in the right. The whoever is English VAs are not in the right, and every time they try, and now they're playing victim. Now they're trying to play the victim card. They're um trying to be defensive, saying that they didn't harass, they didn't try to go after, didn't send their mob after us when clearly they did, and they're trying to use every single excuse in the book, and nobody is having it. This is abhorrent behavior. This is very abhorrent, and it's not pulling anyone to your side. Like if it's like the whole thing with the it's like the whole thing with the localizers. It's like the whole thing with the English localizers and translators. Basically, you've done such a piss poor job, and the thing is with the localizers and such, they've done such a piss poor job that people are advocating more for AI to replace them because it clearly seems they don't care. And this kind of behavior is not helping anyone. Nobody wants to support now. A lot more people do not want to support the the Hoyoverse guy, the Hoyoverse VA, English VAs. Let me just remember that English VAs. You don't hear this shit from the other countries, from the European countries. It's always the English VAs. When it comes to the localizer stuff, it's always the English localizers. It's always the English localizers. And it always seems to lead back to Genshin. Because 5 years later, 5 years later, Genshin is still the top dog, the top dog in the gotcha scene, despite that throne basically being taken over by Weathering Waves, Zenless, Honka Star Rail, you name it. But there's always seems to be drama when it specifically comes to Genshin Impact. I'm just saying that we usually. I know, I know Hong Kong and Star Rail Zenless, but I'm just saying the biggest amount of drama that we see from Hoyoverse always seems to relate to Genshin Impact, though. Look, you get point. No, now we didn't hear about. I didn't hear about this from Zen, and I didn't. Now I heard a lot of this started from Zenless with with the Riot Kitty telling me about one of the voices of Lycan, which was given to me, even though I asked for Bernice. Even though I pulled for Bernice, I was ended up getting Lycan. Um, that was rectified on Saturday night. By the way, we got Bernice. You guys voted Bernice, and we finally got Bernice. So, but no, it started with the Lycan BA, and I forgot who else. What it was? I think it was it Soldier. Yeah, I think it was Lycan the Soldier 11's VA reporting that they did not get any. They were not contacted by Hoyoverse after their initial work, and people were noticing that in one of the updates for especially for Zenless was that the VAs were replaced. Now, now I can understand, and that goes into a much further rabbit hole with Genshin with I think the Lycan VA report presumed to be lying about not being contacted by Hoyoverse. This is just weird. And then it just leads into this whole thing with SAG-AFTRA, Screen Actors Guild, of course, Screen Actors Guild, in this whole thing with with AI and such like that, which I understand concern. We've heard that with the if you guys remember the SAG after strikes. Remember these actor strikes from 2023, 2 years ago, and and how that turned out. If you guys remember that, um, I just say let them fight, basically. Let them fight, basically. That's kind of how I see it. This is me, man. I have zero kind of sympathy. I just have zero sympathy at this point. My sympathy is so low now because this is how they're acting, and this is how you're acting. I'm like, y'all need to like social media is becoming more of I'm going to be honest with you. It's like as much as we all use social media, we all love using social media. Social media is becoming a curse now. Social media is becoming more and more of a curse and a blessing because it's giving people that we've looked up to, people that we've admired growing up and such, like it's giving them so much carte blanche to say what's on their mind and be open about it and not face any form of repercussions. It's bringing out the worst in people now. Social media is definitely it's like yeah it's a rot. And this Genshin, this VA situation with Hoyoverse is a shining example of that. It's hilarious. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's like whenever like I will advise that to anybody who's using social media for the first time, please be careful and understand the simple fact that whatever you say, whatever you post will likely be archived. The internet you can't it's like stuff when stuff is trying to regulate the internet and stuff like that. It's like you cannot win against the internet. The internet is undefeated. I think the internet will remain undefeated. You can't no. People are people are fed up with but like I said, people are just so fed up with Hoyoverse right now. People are so fed up with what the VAs, the English VAs of Hoyoverse, and we're gonna get into a Hero Hey video in during our 15-minute break, and that will be in about an hour, in about the next hour or so. Okay. Here. You only got 3 minutes. So. You got 3 minutes on this right now. And VAs and Hollywood actors. And it's like, yeah, you can't regulate that. And don't think that hasn't been a thing that's been seeped in gaming for the longest time too. I'm surprised we didn't get it. I'm legitimately surprised that we didn't get a GD Scream, another GD Scream event at GDC in San Francisco 2 weeks ago. I'm genuinely surprised. Like, what the freak? But we got we do have some video game topics to go in animation. Yeah, for animators, it's something Neon and Geeky cover for years, and they get mad at them. And they end up being right. Clownfish ends up being right on this when it's not. It's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious that the best course of action, especially for animators now, is to go independent. Just go indie, man. you're gonna hitch your ride better off going independent than trying to get to this big studio. Because look at Warner Brothers right now. Look at Disney right now. You're probably better off getting, independent, going fully independent now with with all this. You only got 1 minute. Okay, so let's see if I can sketch this real quick. Yeah, now we get the little part of the eyeball, the lower eyelash. Just trying to get the right shape for the lower eyelash. All right, thumbs up. All right, there we go. Let me finish this real quick. I know, pencils down. Okay, okay. Kind of messed up that face there. Messed up. There you go. I don't know. Well, send down. Well, send down. What do you guys? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you guys kind of leaning towards this one? Or are you guys kind of leaning towards this one? Should we start a new sketch? Or should we clean this up first? Let me know. Should we clean this up first, or should we start on a new sketch? A quick cleanup. There you go. That's the first one. Anyway, 432. Okay, first. I guess I'm trying a different like sketching method as well. So get what y'all see. Y'all just all let me know. You guys like this one? I like this one. I like this one. Um, maybe maybe this like the first of a maybe like I said, this could be like the first of just a little sketch dump we could do. That took a little bit longer than expected. So so let me know, guys. One in the Hear about this. One for okay, how about that? One for new sketch, two for we do a cleanup, and then new sketch. Let me know, guys. Okay. Okay, I do want to share this here because I took for Emerald, I took so many more freaking livers. The mod is called oh my god, I've taken so much more. I've taken so much more from the Phantom Livery stuff. Maybe we can get some stuff in Phantom Livery. No, the photo mod is called what is it called? We'll just start from here. The mod is called what was the name of the photo mode called? Carly. Okay. It's basically a lighting suite. It's basically a lighting suite for Cyberpunk basically. And I would recommend everyone to download this if you're on PC. I would recommend everyone to download this because this would what this does is it gives you so much more tools to work with if you want to create very professional looking photography in cyberpunk. And I was messing with that a little bit late. I was messing with that a little later on during my playthrough yesterday, which it does take a lot more time. But these are some of the photos that I took during these are some of the photos I took over the weekend. This was before Saturday, and I have a whole slew of cyberpunk posts. I have a whole slew of community posts set up for this week, so stay tuned for that. Let me go and share. Let me go and share with you some of this because this is like I've had so much fun doing this, and I was talking about this with Emerald in the chat on Saturday. This is not this. None of this is before I installed the Carly mod. This isn't. None of this is before I installed the Carly mod. But this is what I. This is how I. This is what I did with the Carly mod. So we had to go. I had to go much further into. And by the way, all of this will be in the community post this week. So I'll be doing some more story bits. But no. Started from here, adding the being able to add different light sources, being able to add different even different types of light sources can make your it can make the photos stand out, look a much more professional looking. As you can see here, I've had so much fun, so much fun playing with lighting and such like that. um and actually, and I think actually you saw a drastic improvement the with how the photos look too, especially using especially playing with multiple different lighting sources because we are already in the heist part of Phantom Liberty, the spy themed portion of Phantom Liberty. But I have a lot of photos that I'm going to be taking. I have a lot of photos that I'm going to be sharing with you guys um, over this week on the community tab. So check the community tab each morning. Check community tab each morning, each day for a new light story post because a lot of these photos that I take, a lot of these photos just go off on a cutting room floor, and I'm like, I love a lot of these. I just love taking photos in this game. I absolutely love taking photos. So, and I was doing so much of that on, I was doing so much of that on yet on yesterday on a Saturday night show, and I was kind of breaking and just kind of explaining kind of my thought process when it comes to wanting to take a lot of these photos. And I like freaking me and Emerald were like geeking out, especially over this scene right here that we just kind of came up together, just because it gives us that. It gives us that. I guess because there's so much tool because Cyberpunk is so advanced. Stellar Blades photo mode is so advanced, giving you the necessary tools to create scenes now, to create moments and such like that. And I was talking about my thought process. We were kind of going over my thought process doing this one right here. And yeah, so this is a lot. And these were plenty of photos that I did after yesterday, after the stream. I did venture on into the Phantom Liberty stuff, doing an entire gig, doing it, taking photos of an entire mission just because of how interesting it is, and just capturing like different moments and stuff like that. So this was I'll go over all of it. I'm still smitten with how my female V looks. I'm very smitten with how my female V looks here. So that was fun. That was fun. I might take some of these. I might do some drawings of these. I might take some of these. But the mod is called Carly, basically CHARLI, and it is a lighting tool. Basically, it's a lighting suite. It's very in depth. Anyway, Seth, good morning, Snowdub. Good morning, sir. Congratulations on 10,000, sir. Congratulations. We did shout you out in the Makini in the morning segment. zoom back out. We out there in Makini in the morning segment. Snow, congratulations, sir. Congratulations on that incredible milestone. And here's to 10,000 more. Here's to 10,000 more. Okay. Okay, let's set another 25 minutes and let's go. So you, Emerald was the only one who only one who actually voted, and we voted to start on a new sketch. So that is what we'll plan to do. We'll go a little bit larger here for this one. We'll do two as a result. Here, sketch it up lightly. This one might take a little longer than expected, just because you kind of realize that like two characters trying to draw more than one person is going to take much longer. So just you always gotta have to want to know if Sean's here. I want to know if Sean knows if this is if this fits your if this is clean line work approved. I was like, what the freak? Here. Morning, Argo. Good morning. I'm seeing a lot of new people. I'm seeing some new faces here. What is going on here? I'm seeing some new and returning faces in the comments right now. I gotta switch over. Hang on, let me switch over to live chat. I got top chat on. Let me switch over to live chat. There we go. Much better. I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing some new faces this morning. Well, good morning to you. Thank you guys for starting your morning off on the right foot with me, though. So, you guys, like I said, if you guys have any, like I said, if there's any, if there's any, if there's any one of these sketches you guys would like to see like fully realized, let me know. Let me know. And like I said, once again, thank you guys so much for coming out to the game stream last night, long Saturday night. That was a lot of fun. Okay, here, here, and today we're just sketching, not nothing to no like focus on line work or anything. Although although I am being made fun of for me doing a sketch and then end up doing like clean line art, doing like a very clean looking line work here. What I'm thinking here. I admit it's confusing. Admit this, yeah, I'm kind of looking at this from Pinterest because Pinterest is nothing but AI filled, nothing but AI filled tools there. You can use it to generate ideas. Like I said, I always use it for generate ideas and such like that. But after drawing this stuff, generate ideas, you got to do the you got to do the rest of the work. You got to. It's on you. It's on you the rest of the way. Basically, that's how I see it. And here we're gonna sketch the other girl. We're gonna sketch the other girl. And we'll sketch the other girl. Uh, uh, here. I'm using Hinto's. I'm using Hinto's soft brush. By the way. See if we can get that squish there. Here. And it's kind of funny because we were cutting it we were cutting it real close multiple times on with Saturday stream. We were cutting it real close. And I am genuinely shocked. I am shocked that despite that, my stream is still in the green. Yeah, I got monetization turned on. It's still green. And I think it's funny because when we use photo mode, the funny thing about photo mode in Cyberpunk is that your character your character is nude. Your V is nude for a split second before all the clothing textures load in. Every time you turn on photo mode, and I had to move my camera as quick as possible. And yet, despite all of that, it's still green. It's still green. We did some spicy shit. I got mods. I got full on. I had full on mods for Zenless Cyberpunk, and it's still in the green. We still got it green. It's what I think it's funny. It's funny, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like what can I get away with next time? How far can we get away with it next time? It's just funny. It's just funny. I was like, damn. I was trying to be trying to be YouTube. You're trying to be YouTube friendly here, and it's still YouTube friendly somehow. I think we found that loophole. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how it's going to stack up. How that's going to stack up when Dead or Alive. When we start playing Dead or Alive, Venus Vacation, this weekend. Oh man, that's going to be. I do not know what she's doing with her hands. I'm just getting some ideas there. There we go. Turn it into something. It's crazy, crazy. Clarence, good morning to you, by the way. Okay, so let's see if we can get a good, kind of get like a good outline. Let's see if we can clean this sketch up here. I'm thinking every like split second here. Don't worry if it goes past 25 minutes. Okay, don't stress out. Okay. See if we can get this. See if we can get this one girl finished in 7 minutes, and then maybe we can start on the other girl here. Want to get more used to flipping the canvas over, not just for line art, but just for even for sketching too. Nice. Soften your pressure. The messy. I'm thinking of. I'm really. I think the episode punk. I'm having to think for messy buns now. For messy, very messy looking buns. Hair buns. I mean. Here, topic that I lied to myself when you did that gaming stream on Saturday. I actually stayed up till 1:30. I figured that was the case, Jay. I figured that was the case. I figured you would. I knew you would. I knew you were going to. I figured you would because you were like, "Oh, I was gonna stay up. I'm probably gonna stay up till longer." Until I noticed you were still in the chat. I was like, "Yeah, you stayed up a little longer, didn't you?" All good, Jay. All good. Flip that canvas and look at your sins. Exactly. Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. And good morning to you, Daniel. Flip that canvas and look at your sins. I like that. I like that. Look at the sins you've committed. Flip your canvas, correct those sins, and repent. Flip the canvas over and repent. Yes, yes, so, okay. I just realized April is tomorrow. Tomorrow's April. April Fools. So, we got planned. We got some stuff in April. I know we got some stuff in April. Here, here, here. No, 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 no. I'm so. Oh, oh. Here, here. Watch for 3 minutes. We're gonna watch by when it's 3 minutes left on the clock. We're gonna be already finally on the second girl. my goal today is to prove Sean wrong that my sketches are not that clean. My goal today is to prove Sean wrong. Right? My goal today is to prove Sean- I don't think I'm proving it. I think because I'm going back in and refining everything, I'm not really proving. I'm just proving Sean right. it could be a good. I think this could be a good method to sketch, though. I hope this could be a good method to sketch. Like, spend more time sketching and cleaning it up. Maybe it's like Sean was like, sorry, Sean React and Draw in the chat earlier was like says you're gonna do. He says you're just gonna sketch. Proceeds to make the cleanest line art art you've seen. Proceeds to make the cleanest line art ever. I'm like, you know what, Sean? I'm gonna prove you. I'm gonna prove you wrong today. Okay. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Okay? My sketches are not that clean. I'm gonna prove that my sketches are not that clean by actually cleaning it up. Wait a minute. Too sterilized. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm just proving him right. Dang it. Damn it, Sean. How dare you? And you know what? That is a good point. That is a point. Good Rich. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Everybody, I'm seeing some new faces here this morning. Good to see y'all. No, but that is a good point. Daniel, you actually do make a good point because a lot of times because a lot of times like, and I've noticed this, and I know a lot of people notice this, that people really like seeing the process. People really, really like seeing the process, seeing more of a looser. People like seeing the looser at times, seeing more looser sketches than than a finished piece. You know, people like seeing more of looser approaches than just a finished piece. You know what I mean? This might be just the case. Maybe because you guys and today we're just sketching and nothing more. And trying and wanting to finally find something that was comfortable, find a comfortable way of sketching. A preferred or more efficient way of sketching, I guess. Okay, less on comfort, a little more on efficiency because we are already spent 25 minutes on just one girl trying to get this. Not even done with the other girl. No. Ah, dang it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just that's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. That is totally fine. I did not get to the other girl. No. So let me see if I can fix that. See if I can fix that squish though. What's the G League? I'm proving strong, wrong. Like bro, Jay's doing good. Clarence, that's wrong now. Come on now. Oh, it's a development league for the NBA. Damn, Clarence. Damn. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Okay, the time is up. The time is up. Oh my god. Oh, bro. Bro. Bruh. Bruh. That is a bruh moment. So, how we do this? Also, not a sketch. I came back and Maki still wants to draw told food. Still wants to be told to. I know I'm not just being told to draw. Shut up, Sean. It's also not a sketch. Okay, how is this not a sketch? Okay, 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 okay. No, 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 no. We're gonna set the clock for 15. 15. Okay, Sean, I want you to explain to me how this is not a sketch somehow. I want you to explain to me how this is not a sketch. I'll wait. I'll wait. What constitutes is a sketch in your eyes, bro? I'm waiting for that. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Somehow, I'm still not sketching though. Okay, fine. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. In the meantime, oh my god, dude, this full of AI shit right now. This page is so full of this AI generated shit right now. It's crazy. Anyway, dim lines with two Cleveland brethren. This is not a sketch. Bonnie screen. This is not a sketch. Bonnie screen. It's sorry. Forgive me then. Forgive me, Sean. I do not know the way. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, we'll get to that. We got 13 minutes. No, 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 no. I promised a video. I promised a video to react, and we got 13 minutes. Let's do the hero. I need to bring in the hero hate video because there's a further developing story because this is the ongoing story, and this is all about all about the whole English VA shit. So let's go listen to this. Yes. Hmm. These VAs and corrupt is a good way to describe it. Corrupt is a good way to describe it. These VAs are corrupt. What he's saying is definitely true. Oh, sorry. Sorry, let me play this again.
Getting a ton of backlash from the internet at large, but especially the Genshin Impact community, who has done a great job of exposing these people. This is now like the 4th video I've made on this topic, the last 3 all around 15 to 19 minutes long or so, and at this point in time, there's just way too much to recap here in the intro without being like extremely long-winded and redundant, so hopefully you are in the loop with what's been going on, but if you don't know about any of this stuff, please consider watching my prior videos, and or you can even just go to like the Genshin Impact subreddit, look at the top posts from the last week, and scrolling through that, you should see plenty of information, although some of those posts were apparently getting mass reported by the defenders of these corrupt VAs to try and get the information taken down and censored. It does seem like since then, some of those posts have actually been reinstated by the Genshin Impact moderators, though, but just know that's been an ongoing issue too. All right, so thanks for your patience. Now on to the new stuff. We're going to start with something very amusing. I think you guys are going to find this hilarious. So I got this tag from Enthusiasm. Thank you for the tag. It says, "Hey Hero Hey, check this out. Absolute cinema of failed damage control." And that takes us to a top post on our Genshin Impact from 14 hours ago titled, "A voice actor came on Reddit arguing why Jacob," that being Jacob Takanashi, the new VA for Kenichi / Mihoyo, were in the wrong. Mihoyo, of course, referring to like Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact, etc., etc. After having all their points refuted, they, the voice actor, deleted their entire account. Yeah, go figure. It's even worse than that, though, because this person originally went to our Genshin Impact trying to do this damage control and didn't work there. No. Everyone calling him out and exposing his lies. Then he went over to the Gacha Gaming subreddit and tried it there, where the Gacha Gaming community at large also exposed this person's lies. People then claim that they tracked down this VA's Blue Sky account, and on the Blue Sky account we'll take a look at in a moment, we can see that VA saying that the whole Genshin Impact subreddit deserves to be banned, and also reposting.
Why does it always go back to Blue Sky? Can somebody ask me this question? Why does it always go back to Blue Sky? It always seems to go back to Blue Sky. For some reason, shape, or another, it always goes back to Blue Sky. Every single time.
Posts from other Blue Sky VAs that are essentially advocating for non-union VAs to get harassed. We'll get to all that. First, let's take it from the top. So he makes this attempted damage control post filled with a bunch of misleading information and gaslighting. The exact same stuff these people have already tried over the last few days that we already talked about here on the channel has been refuted over and over again. And so going right to the top responses to him, we can see comments like this. Why does every voice actor or SAG shill come here with, but did you know Taft-Hartley? Do you think it'll magically solve all our concerns? Like anyone who reads one single thread regarding VA drama in the sub is aware of Taft-Hartley and how complicated it actually is, the 3-time limit in 90 days and so on. Yet they chime in thinking we know nothing about Taft-Hartley. How ignorant are they? Koi went dead silent when they asked about that. Funniest stuff ever. Not only that, his sign first, negotiate later comment, like, buddy, that's not how it works. You negotiate the terms first, so both parties know what they are signing and what is expected of each of them. Funny how they all say the exact same thing, almost like they received a guide telling them what to say in their posts, then disappear when they're asked the problematic questions. They're 100% receiving their talking points from SAG-AFTRA. They always say, stop spreading misinformation, and this is for AI protections. But then don't elaborate when asked further questions or vague about it. Like, what? It's you guys spreading misinformation. They sound like freaking robots at this point, regurgitating the same spiel every time. The voice actor who made this post is probably reading this right now and getting people to report this post as we speak. Edit, Sean Laraway, the poster, changed his Blue Sky description to Genshin Impact is cringe because he's all mad. This is peak comedy. Link for anyone who wants a chuckle. It always ends with them trashing on the game. This is childish. Yeah, another great example of this recently was Shara Kirby and her giant rant she made on Blue Sky. And so speaking of Blue Sky, let's hop over to the Blue Sky account linked in that Reddit post, where people allege that's the VA who made that whole damage control thing over on Reddit. Here's the post I was mentioning earlier. He says, the Genshin Impact subreddit deserves to be banned at this point. Freaking hilarious and pathetic, of course. And then he's also reposting this Blue Sky post from another voice actor that reads, much like how a tolerant group must still be intolerant towards intolerance, a cornerstone of union culture is making sure that scabs, regardless of any sort of legal justifications for what they did, feel constant scorn, shame, and derision for willingly betraying their fellow workers. Piss off. He then continues to rage and then reference Jacob Takanashi, insulting the dude, and basically trying to get people to harass him. But then you really had voice actors like Little Karibo and Kiba Walker the other day, basically trying to say that, oh, no voice actors are trying to get you harassed, Jacob. That's not happening. Meanwhile, now they're the ones trying to play victim. Many people viewing this as a desperate attempt at further damage control, seeing how the narratives that they've been trying to spin have completely shattered and how much public goodwill they've lost. And so ultimately the VA, who made that...
I'm sorry, it's just hilarious at this point. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious to me.
Our Genshin Impact post that completely flopped, that people are alleging is that Laraway person, then ran over to the Gacha Gaming subreddit to make basically the same post, trying the damage control there, but it turns out public reception is the same he got over on our Genshin Impact, with people calling out his nonsense, and top comments like, anytime a random VA appears to explain the so-called AI protection, quote-unquote, they completely disappear and refuse to say anything once you bring the issue of interim agreement that they want to force companies to sign. I wonder why. Edit, I woke up and he already deleted his account, as expected, lol. He went to the Genshin Impact subreddit, got all of his points refuted, deleted his account, then changed his Blue Sky description to Genshin Impact is cringe. Quick side note, I thought he went to Genshin Impact and then Gacha Gaming, but maybe it was the other way around. Either way, same outcome, you get the point. And then this response to that says, absolutely loser behavior. Another top comment reading. I'm pretty sure they received talking points from SAG to gaslight us that joining them is for the greater good. Gee, that phrase sounds familiar, and it doesn't have any malicious undertones behind it. Anyways, because of them attacking Jacob and labeling him a scab, Genshin Impact players developed the legendary skill of literacy and decided to do what they want, which is to do some research. Too bad what we were able to find when combing the agreement is malicious and sounds like they want to monopolize the entire EN dubbing space. And since the genie is now out of the bottle, they're trying really hard to convince us that it's good for a VA to join the Film Actors Guild. And no, it's not a monopoly. Stop looking at our documents. There's shooting yourself at the foot, and then there's blowing yourself up with a bazooka. And finally, going back to Sean Laraway's Blue Sky account, we can see the bio now reads, "We'll always pick on scabs." Oh yeah, these people are so brave, having a giant union like SAG-AFTRA backing them and their whole clique as they pick a single individual, Jacob Takanashi, to bully and harass. This is all going so poorly for the union voice actors that there's now top posts on our Genshin Impact like this one from just 1 hour ago, saying if half of the characters get recast, then so be it. I used to be for the VA strike in that AI was the initial threat to their livelihoods. Now as the truth unfolds, this whole strike is just a Trojan horse for Western companies to stick their grubby little hands into a piece of the pie. This outburst from specific VAs is no coincidence. They've probably been feeling this way for a while, and now that there is an outlet, they thought this would be a great chance to rally the troops. Well, now it has completely backfired, and the only thing to show is that some of these VAs are petty and completely unprofessional. Yeah, quick side note, that's something a lot of us have known for years about the Western VA industry, but it's good that more people are becoming aware of that, so continuing. Most VAs are considered lucky to work on a consistent project that is aimed to last for several years, and you're a recurring character. I'd say that Hoyo has waited long enough, and the gloves should come off. If half the characters get recast, then so be it. I would rather see Hoyo put their foot down and put a halt to the EN dubbing side, sort out the VAs that are still upholding their professionalism, and get rid of the rest. We don't need that toxicity here. It's already bad enough that the game gets enough of a divided reputation. Now the VAs are not helping. They need to go. It's all fun and games until EN players stop spending because the characters are inconsistently voiced. Now that we know what's really going on, it's safe to say they are already doing that. A top comment reading, do a power play. Realize you don't have any power. All of your VAs get recast. Video game companies will now hire non-union VAs to avoid you. Huh? It makes one wonder what the heck SAG-AFTRA was thinking about going against the $187 billion a year industry that can and will hire VAs from other countries. The video game industry is not Hollywood. Well, you know, the sad fact of the matter is a lot of the Genshin Impact community for a while was supporting these VAs and their agenda without questioning anything. Like, it was going well for them for a minute there. It's really over the last 6 to 4 months or so where things began to start crumbling for them. That's basically when the cracks started to appear as more and more people began to look into what was really going on. And then more recently with the harassment of Jacob Takanashi, that's what really caused everything to reach this boiling point, facilitating the overall community to turn against these union voice actors. And the last thing that we'll take a look at in this video is SAG-AFTRA themselves over on Twitter. The official account for SAG-AFTRA trying to publicly drum up some support as they reach out to Genshin Impact, saying, what Anaris Q said. At Genshin Impact, at Honkai Star Rail, at ZZZ. We'll make it easy for you. Here's a link to our interactive/video game media agreements. Let's talk soon, a wink. Following the recurring theme that we've seen so far, this also ended up going terribly for them as they got this community note added to it, which reads, this agreement has severe limitations on how MiHoYo can work with non-union voice actors, including a lifetime time limit for the voice actor and eventually forcing the voice actor to either join the union, which has large entry costs and fees, or stop working on the project. SAG-AFTRA had also used this message from Anaris as we saw, quote tweeting it. So let's check out that message too. Voice actress Anaris Q saying, hey Genshin Impact at Honkai Star Rail at ZZZEN, we English VAs would love to get back to work. I know the fans miss hearing their fave Karas, and we miss voicing them. Please negotiate with SAG-AFTRA and sign the interim agreement to guarantee AI protections for us. That message also getting the community note, which points out how, yeah, there's a lot more to all this than just the AI protections that these people seem to keep trying to manipulate the public sentiment with. and getting responses such as Madam Savvy saying, "So how's the community note feel?" and TKA Dem saying, "Don't they have to drop all non-union VAs when they sign the agreement?" As well as this one from Jasper saying, "What's your take on the VAs who bully and verbally assault other VAs?" And Neris making this follow-up tweet that then says, "There's way too many bad faith comments and misinfo. So for now, please refer to this thread for correct information. I concur with everything stated." And linking to a thread by Koi Dao, which many people have also refuted and we've discussed in previous videos. Which, by the way, this whole SAG-AFTRA tweet thing happened on March 26th, so I'm a bit late to covering this one, my apologies. And the last thing to take note of really quick is that despite some voice actors, like the really angry ones that we discussed earlier in the video, it seems like a lot of the VAs who've been publicly talking about this stuff have gone radio silent over the last 24 to 48 hours. It's rather interesting. Perhaps they're trying to come up with their next line of rhetoric or something. Or maybe it's just coincidence that they all began to go radio silent at the same time, all dealing with the loss of goodwill in their own ways. Who knows for sure? Yeah, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my coverage. And if you did, please consider liking and or subscribing to the channel. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay. That was fun. That was fun. Anyway, thought that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah. So, will we likely see more of this week? I think it's almost a guarantee, just like AC Shadow. Like, we're gonna have more news on AC Shadows this week, especially his performance. It's almost like a. What do you mean by that? Anyway, okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, there we go. Okay. It's like everybody who's anybody is here right now. I've noticed. I'm seeing a lot of faces here today. I'm seeing a lot of faces here this morning. Are you guys trying to brighten me up, or is it you guys really? I don't know. You guys, I really appreciate that. We're just sketching. We are just sketching today. Nothing exuberant. And also, I do want to address two comments here. First up, Sean replies with, "Dim lines too clean, brethren. That is not a sketch." on the screen. That's not go Jamaican. That's not go Jamaican on me, okay? Sean, you still have Rand's comment. What I do? You know what? Shut up, all y'all. Okay? Shut up, all y'all. Anyway. First off, Sean, don't try to start going Jamaican on me, okay? And the second thing I wanted to address is, Jay said, "Am I the only one who feels that when you go from sketch to line art, mainly digital to sketch loses pizzazz?" You're not entirely wrong. You are not entirely wrong there, Jay, because I can see that. I can see why there's so many people. Why I see there's definitely a gravitate towards doing sketches and stuff like that. Seeing more sketches being posted because there seems to be a lot more soul behind it. There seems to be a lot more, with just like the sketches though, it's like people really like to see the errors. People like to see those little errors and stuff like that. Kind of not just the errors, but just the kind of the way they go at it. Like it's almost like raw thinking. It's basically kind of the raw mindset. I would say, like in a way, like sketching in a way is almost like that raw mindset because you're generating your idea there together. You're not creating something clean. You're creating something that's rough. You're creating something very rough, and it's something that you can build. Something that you can build from, basically. You're creating something that you can build from. you're creating. That's what it is. It's almost like a law. So it's from the law. But apparently, I can't. You know, I what I'm doing doesn't constitute as sketching, basically, because I'm refining it too much. Because I go straight to refining that idea, or trying to find a cleaner way to sketch. I see you. I see you. According to Sean. You guys seem to like this. And we'll finish this. I guarantee we'll probably finish this girl in 10 minutes. We're not gonna finish this girl in 10 minutes. Come on now, man. I just want to feel alive. Let me dream though. Let me be hopeful for once, okay? Let me be hopeful for once.
I can't see straight. They all start slipping out of hand. I've been running on the freeway.
Let me be hopeful for once, okay?
I just want to feel
And speaking
alive.
of Snyder, you are officially 2 years. I think it's lucky. I think some of my members already like 2 years, 2 years strong, 2.5 years strong. Some even 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Really, yeah, that's. Here.
I just want to feel alive more.
Fuck it. Okay. Here. And I think it's just because I'm being more encouraged to do more a cleaner rough to doing a cleaner like refining, like going back and cleaning it up, Here. Yeah, keep it to like one size though. Yeah. Keep it to like one size. Here. Here. I'm gonna try to pick up for last week. Just getting some ideas together. If it turns out that we go through, we say we do like a full page of this by the end of this morning, and we do a full page of this, and it turns out none of them, you guys are not like feeling any of them. I'm just happy about the fact that I'm just sketching again. Just kind of start from there because it definitely feels like it's been really really tough for me to get a full color piece out lately. Just because I'm trying to switch over to the new approach, switching over to the new method, and trying to do this the right way. I guess you could say it's just a bit of growing pains. I guess if you want to put it that way. Here. Here. Sunday's host is here. Yes. Apologize for not showing on Sunday because I was game streaming on Saturday, freaking 1 o'clock in the morning. So that was on me. Probably a much needed break anyway, so we can come back. And let's see, so we can come back real feeling refreshed and revitalized.
Yeah, you keep tripping about your problems like a bitch want me to solve them. Keep tripping about your problems like a bitch. Yeah, you keep tripping about your problems like a bitch want me to solve them. Keep tripping about your problems like a bitch. Yeah, you keep thinking about your problems like a pig want me to solve them. Keep thinking about your problems like a pig. Yeah, you keep thinking about your problems like a pig want me to solve them. Keep thinking about your problems like a pig. You want it bigger, won't be wrapped around your finger. I tell you no one, that's a trigger. You going down, I'm shouting timber. Wanna be rewarded for being loyal. Let me give you something for being spoiled. Forget everything you demanded, all of those things you took for granted. Unfortunate circumstances, yeah, you will ride with chances.
Screw it, let us chart deal. Low key make it. We'll low key draw Ellen. Still could get that bottom heavy mod work for I don't know.
problems like a bear. But you keep bitching about your problems like a beat. Want me to solve them. Keep bitching about your problems like a bear. It gon' get you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It gon' bite you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like I just like listen to the sound. And now it's just like listening to the sound of my of my um of my sketch of my tablet now. It was very ASMR. That's why I'm laying down. Okay, let me mute myself real quick. Here, we got 9 people watching, I think, yeah. There we go. And I'll get to Eli. I'm gonna get to your comment in just a moment. Let me just finish this. Let me just finish this real quick. So I will get to your comment in just a moment.
Adding a syllable. Bad habit. Adding a syllable. Bad habit. Bad habit. Bad habit. Adding a syllable. That's the minimum. Adding a syllable. Adding a syllable. That's the minimum. Adding a syllable. That's the minimum.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whoa. There we go. There you go. Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Did you see a full drawing out of this one? I don't know. Let's see. Full drawing out of this one. All right, let's see if we can. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna shrink this down. So we can move this a bit more space. So you can move a bit more space here. Oh. Good morning, Penny. There we go. Anyway, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if any of these sketches, are something you guys want me to explore a bit more. Than that, we will keep going. Let's keep going. We got about 5 minutes, about 4 minutes left. So, and thank you so much. Did I see fleur-de-lis from Wuthering Waves? I don't think I did. Let's do. Let's do. Okay, I got an idea. Okay, so this, go back to our soft rush. We're gonna do a little. Let's see if we can get another sketch going. Here. Okay. So we're just kind of. Like I said, we're just sketching. Ronnie, good morning to you, Ronnie. Good morning. Let's see. Let's see. We've got 1 minute left. We've got 1 minute left. Okay. Let me I kinda like where this is going. At the same time, I'm not liking where this is going. I'm kidding. I'm kinda liking it, kinda not. Here's my go. And time's up. Time is up. Kind of like where this is going. Kind of like that. Okay. Set 5 minutes. Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you feeling any we only got like 2 sketches out of a full two sketches out of a full page. I don't know if that's let me know if you guys are digging any of these. I'll pay anyone. I think you say hello to everybody, saying hello to each other. Penny, good to see you for the rest of the day. Hope you're having a wonderful rest of your day. Now, I'm about to look up. Let me look this up for Eli. Eli is saying, have you seen Flirtily? From Wuthering Waves. Let's see. Oh. This is from 4 days ago. This is from 4 days ago. I don't know if this is what you're referring to, Eli. I should highlight this. Let me highlight his comment real quick. Where's Eli's comment? Where's Eli? Where's Eli? I cannot find Eli's comment. Okay, let's see. Pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty, I gotta say. Very pretty. Me likey. Me likey. Very pretty, I must say. Very pretty. I like how Wuthering Waves has really I like how Wuthering Waves has really taken Genshin's lunch at this point. For the longest time. I like it. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that with me. Okay. Let's get 2 minutes. Okay, I got 2 minutes. Let's see what we can come up with. We're just sketching today, guys. We're just sketching today. Whatever comes to mind, whatever That's at the top. Whatever we're thinking about right there like that. We just sketching today. Just for now. Nothing nothing heavy. Nothing heavy or anything like that. Nothing heavy or anything like that. Just just throwing some ideas out. Just throwing some ideas out. That if there's any of these sketches that stick out to you, please feel free to let me know. So let me know because we might turn them into. I might consider them as a full. We might consider them as a full piece. You know. So if there's any that stick out to you, let me know. Oh my god. Okay, so we got 40 seconds. Okay, 40 more seconds. It's 4 more seconds. We got 40 more seconds. Okay. Okay, only 2 seconds. Okay, so I think the next thing we'll do is we have enough for. I think we should have enough room for the rest of this side, of the canvas. So let's do that. I think we got. I think we should have enough. Okay. All right. Let's begin. I'm gonna use Penguin Soft first as a good starting point. Which one standing switch from the standing to a bending. Just don't think about don't think about anything else. Just sketch. Really, just sketch. Here. Here.
Here. Here. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Here. There we go. Just go full. Let's go full swing. Here. It's like kind of like the sound of the pen hitting the tablet, though. Not sure what I'm coming up with right now. Here. Here. Isn't that? Here. Here. Far from quiet. I'm quiet. Sorry about that. Here. Here, 6 minutes. We're just kind of adding some of that ink off to the sketch. Here. So it's on time of just like cleaning it up though. Just looking at bikes last night, so it was like, why not? Why not? Just have to think. Shit, though. More fire. There we go. There we go. Improve Sean wrong.
Sean wrong today.
Sketch. Sean wrong today. It can be a sketch. It can be a sketch, okay? It's only got 3 minutes, and I'm not padding it out or anything like that. Just getting it out more. I'm just going all the way till the clock runs out, basically. I'm just going all the way till the clock runs out. Here we go. Still too clean to be a sketch, Sean. Still too clean. We'll take a short break. There you go. Still too clean to be a sketch, Sean. Get out of here with that. Oh man. Okay. Let me double check my audio real quick. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, exactly. Still too clean. There we go. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. This has been definitely a lot of fun though. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Okay, let's have fun, man. Take a swig of water real quick. Okay, take a swig of hydrant real quick. I think we probably got in me for like one more. And so let me just move this one over. Let me just move this one over and there we go. There we go. What you guys think? Smack that like button, make it jiggle, guys. Really appreciate that. Oh my god. You also do everybody saying hi to each other. I want to make sure I'm not missing. Let me refresh the chat again. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, no, we're caught up. Okay, we are caught up. All right, excellent. I'll probably go for another. We'll go for one more 25-minute sketch. One more 25-minute. Yeah. Sean cut the creases of cleanup. No, but one more 25-minute. One more round. 25-minute round, and then we will. We'll just wrap it up there. We'll just wrap it up there. But there you go. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything that sticks out to you that you want to see me fully flesh out, let me know. Okay. So let's see if I can get one. If there's anything that sticks out at you, let me know. Okay, let's see. We have to see if I can come up with one more. See if we can get one more in there. You know what? I got it. There we go. Hang on. This one. This one. I'm still like in the process of re-sketches. Because I want to, after spending my time playing with Cyberpunk, I really want to re-sketch Saya right now. I don't know. I don't know. So after all that, I still want to re-sketch Saya for a bit. So okay.
There we go. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We still got a minute 15 left, and then we're ready to start it on again. We're ready to start again. Been liking this. It's been therapeutic. It's a tense, guys. Let's see if we get to 15 before the end of the show. So we got one more sketch to go over. So one more I want to throw together. We can do Saya or maybe I can free up that space down here. Maybe I could free this up down here and go for something a little more bigger. Nah. Yeah. No, actually, it is a good idea. Let's free. Here we go. Close this out. We're gonna free up this space down here. Let's free up this space down here, and then let's see if we can come up with one more. Okay, time's up. Let's see. Time's up. Break time is over. Let's get one more going. I'm just looking for something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 25 last 25 minutes. Last 25 minutes. Let's put this on the clock. Real quick. It's 25 minutes. All right, and go. Last 25 minutes. Let's do a penguin sauce. Do one more bend over, folks. That is so rough. Okay, that is so rough. Okay, now it is a sketch. Here, I'm a little. I know I'm a little quiet, so I'm just gonna turn these up just a little bit.
In my head, 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 in my head.
This is going really bad. It's probably better again. I don't watch my TV. Freaking here. No, 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Mm-hmm. In 12 minutes. Yeah. What this cat? Really clean it up. Yeah, 8.5 minutes.
Real talk. 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 Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Real talk. Real talk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Talk the talk.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Walk the walk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Real talk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Real talk.
Got a minute early.
No, time's out. Just let me finish this out. Let's just finish this.
Just last week you called me. The way you talking's driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me. The way you talking's driving me insane. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, and the words you said is spinning in my head, I just wanna pull you closer in this bed. Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you down. Let you down. And I'll never let you down. Let you down. Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you down. Just last week
There
you
we go.
called me.
There we go.
Talking's driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you
I
called
do
me.
need to save that as an outfit. I do need to save that outfit as a preset next time I play. So I gotta do
Even
that.
if we're hanging by a thread, and the words you said is spinning in my head, I just wanna pull you closer in
There we
this
go.
bed, in this bed.
There we go.
And I'll never let you
There
down.
we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, that is it. That's it. That's it. So, let me know what you guys think. Keep doing this with no bass sketches. The bass was whatever that render. The bass was whatever that body I was trying to sketch real quickly. It just kind of worked from here. Whatever, it worked from there, I guess. But there you go. I'll here, we'll finalize this real quick.
Let you down. And I'll never let you down. Let you down. Take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down.
There you go. There you go. We'll just there you go. We'll just I'll put this in the whatchamacallit. I'll put this in the batch for everyone for term 5. So we'll go straight into it. So that way you guys do a little bit. This will be a little bit of a, I'll call it a sketch dump. We'll call it a sketch dump basically. Okay, we'll call this a sketch dump. So, yeah. March. We'll call this. See it. There we go. There you go. So, a little morning sketch dump. So, you know, I don't think I like some of these, but I don't think any of them I'm probably gonna move forward with. I'll keep. I don't think any of these I'll probably move forward with. I want to see if I can come up with some other stuff, but I'll have some. We'll see if I can have something later. We'll see if I can try to have something later. I'm gonna be sketching anyway. On Tuesday on today anyway. So whatever I constitute as sketching, not Sean's. Apparently, you know, cleaning it up is not sketching. That doesn't count as Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys like this. Hopefully that kind of entices you. Like I was been if you guys want to kind of like, I'll show you guys a little thing. I was watching there's this whole show. I was watching Leviathan, I was watching Leviathan's art streams while streaming. I'll put a link to their channel. I'll put a link to their channel. I thought it'd be fun. Just thought it'd be fun to try this out. So. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Smack that like button, make it jiggle, smack that subscribe button, and make it jiggle as well. Thank you everybody in the CS7 Nation. I have sent the batches out. So the batches have been sent out finally, being so late. And we'll be back here Wednesday. Maybe I think if I don't have anything ready, if I don't have like a design or an idea ready, then we'll probably just do another sketch dump. Have some ideas. Throw some ideas together. In the meantime, I'm gonna be. I was working on. I put something together this weekend over on Friday. I'm gonna continue that today. So if I have time, I might post a little update on that. And I guess some Cyberpunk code that I'll be later on. So guys, it's been amazing. Makini and the artist. Thanks for tuning in to Makini in the morning. Get your morning started off on the right foot with us. Until then, stay sexy, have fun. So never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in your video games. And above all else, never stop drawing. Have a great rest of your Monday, guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Cute, sexy, and fun. And that is definitely the best way to describe our channel members too. We'd like to thank everyone in the CSF Nation for your incredible support. Join the channel for as low as $1 a month to get access to exclusive art drops that Makini drops every 2 months for his channel members. And all your support goes to helping out the channel and helping Makini put out the best content he can for you all to view and you all to enjoy. He appreciates all of your support, and we also appreciate your support as well. CSF Nation for life. Mwah! Gracias. Thank you for tuning in to Makini in the morning and getting your morning started off on the right foot with us. If you enjoy this program, please smack that like button and make it jiggle. Share the show out to everyone you know. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Become a channel for as low as $1 a month. You want to support Makini further, and if you want to see more content from Makini and help him reach his 6K subscriber goal, hit that subscribe button. He would really, really appreciate it. I am Marisa Tali, producer and weather girl for this very program, and we all wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. We will see you all next time here on Makini in the morning. Mwah! Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right here in Pacific City. you guys love waking up with us here on Makini in the Morning, but if you would like to actually be in the live taping of Makini in the Morning, all you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free for free tickets. We would love to see you here in the audience for our next Makini in the Morning live show. Makini in the Morning is produced by Souvenir Productions with Makini Charles Productions in association with Enlisa Locar Television and Makara Banks Entertainment, and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.